Chapter 1 of the Sacred Fount. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Sacred Fount by Henry James. Chapter 1. It was an occasion, I felt, the prospect of a large party, to look out at the station for others, possible friends and even possible enemies, who might be going. Such premonitions, it was true, bred fears when they failed to breed hopes, though it was to be added that there were sometimes, in the case, rather happy ambiguities. One was glowered at, in the compartment, by people who on the morrow, after breakfast, were to prove charming. One was spoken to first by people whose sociability was subsequently to show as bleak, and one built with confidence on others, who were never to reappear at all, who were only going to Birmingham. As soon as I saw Gilbert Long, some way up the platform, however, I knew him as an element. It was not so much that the wish was father to the thought, as that I remembered having already more than once met him at Newmarch. He was a friend of the house. He wouldn't be going to Birmingham. I so little expected him, at the same time, to recognize me that I stopped short of the carriage near which he stood. I looked for a seat that wouldn't make us neighbours. I had met him at Newmarch only, a place of a charm so special as to create rather a bond among its guests, but he had always, in the interval, so failed to know me that I could only hold him as stupid, unless I held him as impertinent. He was stupid, in fact, and in that character had no business at Newmarch. But he had also, no doubt, his system, which he applied without discernment. I wondered, while I saw my things put into my corner, what Newmarch could see in him. For it always had to see something before it made a sign. His good looks, which were striking, perhaps paid his way. His 6 feet and more of stature, his low-growing, tight-curling hair, his big, bare, blooming face. He was a fine piece of human furniture. He made a small party seem more numerous. This, at least, was the impression of him that had revived before I stepped out again to the platform, and it armed me only at first with surprise when I saw him come down to me as if for a greeting. If he had decided at last to treat me as an acquaintance made, it was
Sample complete. Ready to continue?